picked up a 2007 Audi A3. It's a wagon this time, and I love it. I can't wait to get home. And then we'll give you guys a little look at what it's gonna look like when the daylight hits. It's black. Paint, not all that great. Especially up front, we have this 2008 look going on. Regular Audi A3 wagon, runs beautifully. It's a 6-speed, it's an S-line. Once we get it painted, it's gonna look so good. We're not gonna do any funky colors on this one. It's just gonna get a straight black and then a nice color shift over it. Real simple and clean. The interior on this one, way better than it was with the Jetta. Super excited. So we're gonna scuff the whole car up and get the clear coat scratched off. Get down to just that black layer. I have to add a little bit more right here. It's all good. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll wet sand it. So I just got the satin black base coat sprayed on my Audi A3 wagon. I absolutely love it. Turned out great. Have to do a little bit of light wet sanding on the hood. The streaks right there aren't unevenness. That's actually just from my cat getting his fucking paws on it. So there's a little bit of dust. But yeah, I'm gonna wet sand the whole car. Then tomorrow we'll hit it with the high gloss hyper shift Omicron punch. And it's gonna look really good. My little mystery vial right here. This has the pearl pigments from the KP Pigments Omicron, as well as the Dip Pearls Punch. I have just enough room to fit a little bit more pigment in there, so I think I'm gonna add some of that green shimmer and see where it goes. If I wind up not liking the car, I could always go back and respray it. I'm not picky, I don't care. It's not a big thing to me. Some people really care about their car paint. I don't. You can always make it another color. Oh, I'm actually gonna toss just a tad bit more. That looks really good. So we're gonna toss that in there. We'll mix this in. This is gonna be really funky. I can't wait to see what this is gonna look like. All right, so we have our mystery bottle ready to go. This stuff is looking pretty cool. Here's our mystery pigment. We're gonna get this in, see what kind of color shift we get. Once again, this is a mix of the KP Omicron, the Dip Pearls Punch, and then I got this glitter bag right here. And then this is actually a color shift that a fan had left over. They saw my thing on Instagram and hooked me up. Really cool, I appreciate it. So we're gonna see what color this actually is, because they didn't give me a reference, and I don't have a reference for any of this now that it's all mixed. So let's figure it out. We already poured the high-tech gloss, and now we're gonna mix in the hardener. Our high-tech gloss 77132 multi-purpose clear activator. It's a medium scale. We're just gonna mix this in. All right, now we're gonna need our mixer so we can mix in our pigments. All right, so I have my DeWalt mixer. Well, it's actually just a regular drill, but I have the mixer on it. Put this cap back on. And I'm gonna add just a pinch more of these pearls right here, because I really like this green tone. This is kind of like an interference pearl at this point now. loving it. I have the first coat. This is sprayed. I'm gonna have to let it dry. I messed up on the other side, not gonna lie. I am gonna let this side dry. This just turned out to be a nightmare right here. So we're gonna let this whole side dry. We're gonna wet sand it, and then we'll just start over. But it's all good. I'm not worried about that. I have plenty, more than enough to get this whole thing done. Absolutely beautiful. Has a slight pearl to it, just like I wanted. It changes between a dark and light purple with like a slight blue tone when you stand in certain spots. I'm not really picking it up too well on the camera, but in person, this thing is really popping like crazy. Has like a midnight purple tone to it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll get the second coat sprayed on. Probably gonna do three layers of gloss, but it's already looking really good. I'm really happy with it. Look at that. Second layer of gloss, really bringing out the purple shift now. And as the daylight goes down and the sunlight starts to drop, you're really starting to see more of these purple tones. Has some blue mix, some purple mix. When you get real up close, you see a little bit of that green shimmer. Looking really good. Once it's all dry, I'm gonna sand it down, give it a nice wet sanding, and then we'll put on the third and final coat. I'm just waiting for this side to dry up so I can fix the little ripples in the door from where I fucked up. That right there is on me. I tried to pat something out. Didn't quite go as I wanted to, but it is what it is. I'll just sand it back down and respray. I'm not really focused on it. Not a big deal. So we'll take care of this side. But right now, it's looking so good. All right, so I began the wet sanding. As much of a disastrous mess as this looks like right now, this is actually perfect. It's coming along really well. I got all of the spots out. This one I went a little overkill with, but it's perfect now. When I wipe that away, you'll see. I'm gonna spray another gloss coat on this area right here to bring this back to life. We'll throw another phantom gloss over that and cover the whole car with one more, and then we should be good. And I'm gonna get started on the Ford, which I already have taped up in place and ready to start spraying as well. Right, that's not coming out. So much better. mount the front bumper back on. It looks so good. So good. It's like codeine purple. Damn, look at that. It's like a college party cup. Just some scissor looking so good. All right, let's bolt this back up. Right now I got the first 2 screws in. These are actually for my BMW. This didn't come with any hardware to put the bumper back on. Luckily I have them and they work. Hello, goat. How are you? So these might be the new wheels going on in this car. I originally bought these, or traded them rather, to get them for my Benz, but I think that they're going to be going on the Audi. I have an attention-seeking goat right now. So I picked these TSW wheels up, originally planning to put them on my Mercedes. I have a set of them on my Mercedes already. They're TSW rally wheels. They're incredibly hard to find. I cracked one on my Mercedes a while back and just was able to find this other set. These wheels are damn near impossible to find in the size and bolt pattern that I need. And now that I have them, it's the same bolt pattern as the Audi, and I think that they're gonna look really good on the Audi. I'm gonna be giving the Benz to my brother. So I think that I'm gonna take these wheels and put them on this car. And this is just a little mock-up. I put the wheel next to the car. It's not actually on there, but it looks really good. So this may be their new home. Let's roll this back into the garage, get the car put away. We'll take it out tomorrow. All right, I couldn't be any happier with the new car. My 2007 Audi A3 is looking absolutely beautiful. The new paint is phenomenal. Couldn't be any happier. I do have my little defects and flaws in it. I don't care. I did the paint myself, so I don't mind. I love how it looks. Really happy. Car drives beautifully. Huge upgrade from the Jetta. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.